So let me tell you about the story of my pet bird, Andy. 3, 2, 1, go. So picture this. A warm summer day. A cold winter's night. It actually was night. It was like dusk or something. It doesn't matter. So I'm outside in my little Lightning McQueen jacket. And then I see a rock on the ground. I don't know why, but I went towards it and noticed it wasn't a rock. It was a freaking bird. And at this point, I'm excited because, like, when you're like 8 or 9 years old, you rarely ever see birds up close. And at that point, my grandma was the only one home. So I got her, we went outside, I picked the bird up with my stupid yarn gloves. Seriously, I hate yarn gloves. The snow gets everywhere and just, ugh. Anyways, we bring it inside, we find a box, poke holes in it for some reason, even though the lid's missing. And then we put him in there, and then, for some reason, we put cereal in there. Don't ask me what I thought birds ate. And then we put him in the kitchen to stay there, but then I got bored, so I brought him into my room. And when my mom got home, we kind of just had to play around a bit at him. We put him on the floor, he walked around a bit, and then we noticed he was blind. So no wonder he was bumping into walls all the time, he was freaking blind. So as you can imagine, this was kind of a problem for the bird. So what we did was, we kind of kept him in the box for a bit, hoping that he would just find the food naturally. But here's the bad news. I had school the next morning, so I kind of just left him in my room. And then, somewhere in the middle of the night, he died. Because when I woke up in the morning, I woke up to a bird carcass. And the sad thing was, I went through the entire day of school thinking that he was just sleeping. And then when I got home, my grandma gave me the bad news. And as far as I know, we buried him in the backyard. Although my grandma could have been just bluffing just to make me feel better. I don't know why knowing that my pet bird was in the trash would make me feel better, but whatever. Also, his name was Andy. My mom suggested the name because it was a gender-neutral name. And, yeah, we didn't know the gender. Next story. So this story happened quite recently, actually, just earlier this year. In the middle of summer. So, as you may know, I was kind of saving up for a new gaming computer. And to do that, I was mowing lawns for people. And in order to do that, I kind of had to go door to door. I know, it sucked for the other people, but it kind of succeeded for me because I eventually got 3 whole customers at once. Yay me. So I go to this house, somewhere on my street. No one was home, as far as I know, although we could have been hiding. I mean, if I saw this thing at my door, I'd hide too. And as I was leaving his driveway, I noticed a rather large and rather live rock on the sidewalk. And then, again, as I take a closer look, it's not a rock, but it's in fact a baby bird. A baby bird in the middle of the sidewalk. What circumstances would have led to that? Like, what would have happened in order for that baby bird to end up on the sidewalk, of all places? Anyway, I find the bird, I pick it up with my folder that I was carrying around for legal documents and stuff, and then I bring it home, and I just have this biggest sense of guilt, because there were other people outside on my street, and what would they think with me carrying a baby bird on this red folder that I was carrying? Anyways, I eventually bring it home without people noticing too much, and my grandma, obviously quite shocked, she brings out a cardboard box that I was using. Now, the cardboard box was a box for a drawing tablet, and as you know, drawing tablets are quite flat, so they don't need tall boxes. But this bird needed a tall box. Throw away that box and get another box. It was tinier, but it was taller, so the bird would have less momentum, I guess, if that makes sense. So he's sitting on the counter, right? I look away to talk with my grandma for a few seconds, and the second I look away, I hear a large thud on the ground. I turn around, and this is basically what was going on inside my mind for the next 3 seconds. And in this corner, we have this bird. Yay! And in this corner, we have my dog, which I have yet to introduce. Aww. So this is my dog. His name is Sparky, and he's adorable. And even though he is cute, thank you very much, he likes to kill things. A lot. I could tell you how many animals he's killed. He's killed 3 birds, 2 lizards, And that's it. And with that description you just heard, you can guess what happens next. So yeah, the dog gets to him first and crushes his throat pipe. This thing. Yeah, we didn't bury the bird. We just kind of threw him outside the door. Such a ceremonious death, right?